Hi there, manifestors. Happy Tuesday. I am Gabi with Create Your Future, and I'm a certified neurolinguistic master practitioner, an EFT coach, and a law of assumption coach, and your guide on your own manifestation journey, where you and I dive deep into the law of assumption and the incredible power it holds into transforming lives. I am here to help you and guide you, and if you need anything or nudging along the way, please feel free to book a one-on-one session with me. I'm offering 50% off my coaching. Yeah, 50%. We also have a free course here on how to get rid of your blocks. You can find that in the description box below. And I have a wonderfully magical limitless love SP meditation that all of my clients that have purchased that meditation are seeing magical results. Everything from no contact to SP reunions to new SPs coming in and more. So if you want to check that out, that's in the description box below. Okay, well, today's video is an absolute treat. Okay, I really am so excited to share this with you. It is filled with success and manifestation magic, and I have an extraordinary story from a client to share about manifesting. Are you ready? A marriage proposal from no contact. How amazing. So let's dig in. So I'm going to just read some information about my client and kind of read a little bit about what he shared. So first, I want to share with you that my client, he is a young man in his 30s, very professional and career focused and driven. And he found himself at a crossroads in his relationship. He was dating his specific person for about a year, and he really, really, really enjoyed her. He knew that she was everything that he wanted, with one exception. She was a partier. She did not have career aspirations for herself at all in any way, shape, or form. And she spent a lot of time with a group of friends that really encouraged her to party, to drink a lot, etc. And he just really wasn't happy with that. So he decided to end things. That actually led to 8 months total of no contact. No calls, no texts, no social media, no nothing. And I also want to share that they actually live about 30 minutes from each other. That's important. You'll find out why later. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. So 8 months of no contact. And about month 6, he decided, okay, you know what? I really want to work on myself and I want to get some support and some coaching on my own manifestation journey. So we started working together. And during our coaching sessions, we worked on rewriting his story of his specific person. So having her show up as the version that he wants of her. We also worked on redefining what a committed relationship looked like for him. And the key focus was really on shifting those assumptions, specifically about himself and the relationship. It wasn't about changing any external circumstances. Instead, we really worked on him reminding himself of who he is and who he is being right now in this moment, in that version of him that has all of his desires. That's really what we focused on. So he wanted me to share with you about his first month. It was really challenging for him, he said. He really had a lot of wavering, a lot of doubts back and forth. He kept feeling like, is this actually going to work? Am I really able to do this? I'm not seeing anything in the 3D at all. Those were really the thoughts that he was having. But here's where it gets interesting. My client persisted. So he persisted when he was faced with doubts or wavering thoughts. He would ask himself a crucial question that we had worked on during coaching, which is, who am I being right now? And then when he realized he wasn't being the version of him that had his desire, he would then move into telling himself his new story. And that would move him into the state of the wish fulfilled. He would feel satisfied, and then he would go about his day. So anytime he had wavering thoughts, that's what he would do. He'd say, who am I being right now? Realize he wasn't being the version of him that had his desire. He'd tell himself again his new story and move back into the rest of his day. So that simple question really served as a powerful reminder to my client to align himself with his new and desired story. Okay, so he really dug in. He persisted. I'm so proud of him. And it paid off because only 2 months into our coaching and his manifestation journey, he bumped into his specific person at his grocery store. Now, remember, earlier I told you they live 30 minutes apart. There was no reason for her to be at that grocery store other than he manifested it. Okay, so they bumped into each other. They talked a little bit. He really felt that the chemistry was still there. He was so excited that he actually asked her on a coffee date. And he actually said to me, I don't know why I did that. It just seemed like I should. It just felt right. And I told him that, everything is part of your bridge of incidents. Anything that is like a strange occurrence or even an inspired action, like you don't know why, but you do it anyways. You do, you do. That is all part of your bridge of incidents. So during their coffee date, first of all, I don't know if it really counts as a coffee date when they sat there for 3 hours talking about everything that they had missed over the last 8 months. But during their coffee date, he discovered that his specific person had changed her lifestyle. She was no longer partying and drinking. She had a different circle of friends who were supporting her in continuing her education and in her professional endeavors. She actually had signed up for an executive leadership certificate. So she was actually trying to better herself and work on a promotion, which I think is really great. But also, for him, he realized that the version of his specific person that was sitting in front of him at that coffee shop was the version of his specific person that he had been manifesting. And he confessed his love to her. She did the same. And let me tell you what happened. He then, out of nowhere, proposed, and she said yes. They're actually going ring shopping this weekend. So he didn't have a ring. He just said he just felt the urge to do it, kind of like asking her for coffee. He says the craziest thing he's ever done because he's normally a planner, but it just all felt right. And she said yes. So this is huge, right? The connection, the growth, the version of his specific person that he saw sitting in front of him and all of the work that he had done really moved him into the version of himself that had his desire. So what's the key takeaway here? Well, the law of assumption, when applied with persistence and faith in yourself, has the power to rewrite your story, to transform relationships, and to manifest a reality beyond your wildest dreams. So you really just have to remind yourself who you are being in the moment. Who are you being, right? So if you found inspiration in this success story, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe and share it with anyone that you think needs a boost in their manifestation journey. And remember, you have the power to assume the life that you desire. Just ask yourself, who am I being right now? Go get your desires. And if you need help, I'm here.